Hello, this is RV Vagabond Jerry, and in this video I'm going to show you several sites in and around the town of Buena Vista, Colorado. And I'm starting off at this park that is right down in the middle of town. So let me show you this first, and then I got a few other things that I think you'll find very interesting. It's a very nice city with some very nice features. So let's take a look. And this is Cottonwood Creek, which is a very small creek that flows through town, but here in the middle of town it spreads out into almost a lake. It's a very nice park. They have some children's playground equipment here, and this big memorial. This is 1917 to 1919. I'm not sure what that's about. To our defenders in memory of, and then there's 4 people listed there. That's all I can tell about it. The creek meets up with the Arkansas River, which I'm going to show you a lot of in this video. And right next to that is the Buena Vista Depot. There's no railroad tracks anywhere around here. So this must be from the days when there was a railroad come through here. The Colorado Midland Railway. Since the need for cabooses went by the way of the horse-drawn cart, you see a lot of them at museums. It's here right next to the pond. Here's an upstream shot of the creek, which is flowing pretty rapidly. And here it's headed to the pond. Now I'm going to show you the Buena Vista River Park, which is in the city. You just go east on Main Street, just follow it around to there, and I'm going to go out onto that bridge now. It's just a footbridge going across the river, and this is looking upstream. And this is downstream. You can see a fairly good ways down there. And it is pretty rapid. This is a very rapid river in this area. Bicyclists going across. Trail, hiking trail up into there. Here's where you launch your rafts getting down into the river. Which is right next to the bridge. Now this area is called the Buena Vista Whitewater Park, which is just south of the river park that I just showed you. And I think this is why they call it Whitewater Park. Take a look at that. There's a trail and steps here, right there, where you can go down and get pretty close to the banks of the river. And just a short walk from the Whitewater Park is their boulder garden. Although this area has boulders pretty much everywhere. So I don't know why they need a garden just for the boulders. except that here on this one and this other big one, they have mounted in these hand grips so you can try and climb. Well, I'm sure you can if you're used to that. Climb to the top there and there. Although I tell you, I don't know how you could hold on to those underneath. Those are underneath the rock. How do you hold on to that? I don't know. Here's a map of the park. Go east on Main Street, and there's the river park that has the bridge right there. And then here's the Boulder Garden where I am now. And these play holes are areas where people play in the water. He's trying to turn it into a surf. There you go. How about that? Here's one more thing I wanted to show you in town. This is called Beaver Falls Bridge, and there's some very specific restrictions here, and I guess I'm not going to enjoy it the best way. So for one person, your dog needs to be 30 pounds. Well, it says 20. Well, let's take a look at it. It's just a footbridge going across the river. Very scenic view here. This is downstream. Let's take another look upstream. One thing I noticed about this town is that it can be hot and cool at the same time. Just changing from minute to minute. Pretty nice place. This next place I'm going to show you is about 6 miles south of Buena Vista. It's a pretty small place, mainly just a parking lot. And picnic tables. It gives you a really good view of the river. And right across the river is this group camping area. And I think it is for people who are going to go river rafting, because this is where they load in the rafts right there. This is one of the businesses that takes people river rafting. Very nice view here. And they have an adventure park over here. You see that set up there? That's one of those where you try and swing and go through obstacles. I'm kind of surprised how swiftly the water is flowing here. They've got other recreation facilities here. And over there is a pond. I'm not sure what the pond is for. They built some steps here so you can get down to the river. Here's a view of the river from a bridge. This is the Arkansas Headwaters Recreation Site, which is about 8 miles south of Buena Vista. A lot of river rafting is done here. There's some people, I don't know if this is where they're getting out or getting in. I think it's getting in. Look how rapid the river is running here. That is really fast. A lot of river rafting is done here, and there's a few river rafting companies that take people on the river here. if they want to do it with a guide just so it's safer. And the field of grass over here, that is really nice. There is a campground here with no services, but if you're going river rafting, it's a good place to camp. Very nice scenery here with the big mountains in the background. And that recreation area is part of Browns Canyon National Monument. A little further down the road, they have this trail that is for motorbikes and ATVs, those types of vehicles only. This is what the trail looks like at the start. I'm going to go down a ways and see what it looks like. For a short ways, the trail actually looks pretty good, but then you come up with this stuff. You got to be an experienced rider to get through these big boulders in the middle of the trail, which I am not going to attempt on my motor scooter. They also have this foot trail, which is not for motorized vehicles. If you're hiking, you might want to take that. It's right across from the entrance to the motorized vehicle trail. That is a little wider. Well, now I'm back in town at another park called Columbine Park, which is just 1 block away from that first park I showed you. Some nice scenery here. And has a lot of typical city park equipment. Well, folks, this is a very nice town. Definitely stop by here and spend the day if you come through Buena Vista. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think about this place? Good day, folks.